Now today we are going to start on first by recording the transactions on revenue, the revenue related transaction, recording on sales orders, sales invoices, and sales return, and the collections of payment from customers. That sections will be covered on the today discussions. Uh, and only one student in the online. We completed that section also. That transaction one complete, see the one completed, then to complete that. Completed on transaction number 2 to Wisdom International Institute, completed. The full transaction completed? Yes. Third one, not complete. Inside School Company, Private Limited, for recording the sales quotation order to purchase on 4 items. The VAT item. Complete. The full transaction complete. This one, the recording of service income, complete. That one, from 5 onwards. This one, ground high income. Right. We look at the these transactions. Completed on this transaction. This one. Sales order number 5. This one. Right. This one completed. Complete this one. Ground high charges. Then complete almost all the transactions. No? Ground high charges complete. Not complete this one. Right. Right. Now you start this transaction. Refer the transaction detail. The sales order number SO005 or something. Right? The company given, the transaction date, the sales quotation and order. Order in the following items are shoe related item. Puma cricket shoe and Adidas cricket shoe and Nike cricket shoe. Quantity ordered by customer 10 item. 10 mean pairs in the pair. And 8 pair and 5 pair. Selling price per pair 4,000, 3,600 and 6,000. The additional information given here, income account for tracking sales for equipment sales income. Then you have to be integrated, actually already be integrated on that, the setting part with the equipment sale income. In 21st April, the company raised the invoices for this customer by given on invoice number 10 to the King's High School and deliver the full quantity. There's no back order. with the 15% or 18% VAT. Actually, we set on the VAT 18%. Then the third, from the invoice item, the first return one item from the item called IES HEP CP item and one item from the this audit. Because of the reason is manufacturing faults, manufacturing errors. This transaction using return option in the following days, Africa shop deliver the new item again, deliver the new item by using the INV level. All transactions are there. In 28th April, customer settled the 70% payment from the outstanding and bank buy the deposit on this amount of Lampat Bank. Right. To study from the beginning, first we have to be recorded sales order transaction. Order transaction. Right. Right. Click on sales section. Enter sales. Enter sales. From the enter sales, change the window by click on this drop down order option. Setting by the customer on Kings High School. Use this customer. The general terms and conditions are there, inclusive on tax, the customer company, the physical address, and the invoice number and the PO number. I refer the tutorial. Order number 5. Give here INV 05 and change the setting on date when this transaction happened on 20th April. (2023) April 20th. Insert on the PO number like PO05. Then complete the detail. The quantity ordered by customer, 10 quantity on Puma cricket shoe. 10 quantity on Puma cricket shoe. Select the year's shoe item. Here, Puma cricket shoe. 130 items are there. Quantity on hand, 130. Without having this physical quantity, you can raise the order, but you can deliver the item, invoice item. Unit price, the automatically activated on here 4,700, but we sell this item to customer by on 4,000. Change the unit price 4,000. No discounted 40,000, including non-VAT. Complete the first item. 10 quantity Puma cricket shoe, unit price 4,000. Next, Adidas cricket shoe, 8 item. Under the shoe category, Adidas cricket shoe. 70 quantities there. Look at here. 70 items. Unit price 3,600. VAT inclusive. Okay, Bata? Right. Next, last item, Nike cricket shoe, 5 item. 5 item, 5 item in pairs, eh? In pair. Nike cricket shoe. The unit price 6,000, no? Complete this detail. 10, 8, 10, 5 item. The total order value 98,800. When you charge on like, we'll charge 200 rupees for the delivery charge at freight charges, then altogether 99,000. 99,000 not total amount, including on VAT 15,000. If the customer paid on some amount from 99,000 from the order date, you insert here amount paid. In the examination question, we'll give on that question, the type of questions. At the order date, customer settled the payment on 25%. You calculate on 99,000 into 25% and insert paid today. Then decide which method customer paying on cash or check. But this transaction not given this detail. So you recorded this transaction. Recording. You have to be keep in your mind 99,000 order. Click on order option. Filter your detail on 23 April. Recorded correctly on 99,000. Amount and amount D, both 99,000. Because of that, no amount paid at today. If you paid like 10,000, then amount due at 88,000, 89,000. In the order status, click on order status. It's okay? All right. Now, look at the next step. In 21st, the raise invoice by company to the customer on King's High School and deliver the full order with the VAT. Select on here invoice option. Not difficult. First, you have to be follow the steps. Order, then invoice. Select the customer, King's High School. Then the system will display the pending sales order. You get here? Pending sales order. If this customer having more than one pending sales orders, all the pending sales orders are in the separate lines. The students, you have to be select the correct pending order for invoicing the item. In the exam, use sale. Then automatically items are taken to your application form. Then change the date by 21st. 21st. Correctly, you have to change the date. The order in the 20th, no, 20th. Then the today, you convert this order to invoice. Then click on invoice option. And automatically this application form change to the invoice application, invoice form. Then ordered by this quantity and no back orders because dispatch on full quantity. No back orders. Only change the date and the invoice option. A record. Predated. Okay. A recording. Now status change from order to status. Register. No item in the order status. Now turn to the invoice status by 99,000. The invoice status also too. Look at here. Open invoice and close invoice. What's the difference between open invoice and close invoice? Is still customer not settled the outstanding. The close invoice means customer settled outstanding. Close invoice. In between that return, you have to be identify the process. Quotation, order, invoice, return, close invoice, payment. Now, complete on the open invoice. Including the VAT. Then after 2 days, the 23rd, return one item from this court and one item from second court due to some manufacturing errors. Right. We look at recording on this transaction. Go to the return option. No item in the return application, return form. From the return, click on new sale. New sale. Select customer inside school. Change the invoice number. What's the invoice number given? INV 05 10. Then customer PO number, the automatically PO 05. In the previous order, then change the date. When? 23rd. Right? From the new invoice number, we amend for the return. Right. Identify the correct item. First, click on shift column, -1. You click on tab button. identify the correct item with the code in. Now here given the code. Definitely you know the shoes, no? Shoe item. Goes to the shoe item. We sell on Puma cricket shoe, Nike cricket shoe, Adidas cricket shoe. From here, you identify the correct item, return item. Which item? Puma cricket. Now already deduct items. Then select this item. No discount. Sorry. Change the correct price level. 4,000. No. 4,000. No discount. The customer return amount 4,000. Including non-VAT. Second item. Sorry. -1. Return. Under the shoe category, what's this second item? Nike item or Adidas item? Adidas. Adidas cricket shoe. Unit price 3,600 or something, no? 3,600. No discount given. 3,600. Altogether, the return amount 7,600. Okay. Actually, no charge from the return item by the freight. Then a record. Go to the register. Now under the return 7,600. Okay, 7,600. Now we have to be applied on this return item to our sale. Sale. We have to be deduct, no? Actually, this is not a sale. Then go to the apply to sale. Apply to sale. Under the 99,000, single click, system automatically identify the return amount. Return means applied amount. Change your date 23 April. When? 23rd, no? 23rd. Okay. Then you're out of balance 0. A record. Now look at the transaction not completed. Again, in the following day, the SAP cricket shop delivered the new items to the customer using the INV level. INV level. Then record. Customer inside school Direct invoice, INV 11 24 INV, sorry, we'll see PO 0011 ship quantity by 1 from under the shoe category. Puma, no? First one, Puma, no? Puma, unit price 4,000. One item, Adidas. 3,600. No discount. Now they got 7,600. Go to the register, open invoice. Now look at here. The originally amount on 99,000 now reduced to this amount. Then now amount due on 91,000. Now again the amount due on 7,600 again. Got this point? The total equal to again 99,000. Right. Then settlement of bill. The payment by customer. The total transaction is there. 28 April, customer settled the payment of total outstanding through the check. But you have to be identify the two scenario. Actually, the customer paid on the original 99,000 pay by 70% or including 99,000. Got this point? We'll see. Settlement of bill. Go to the sales, receive payment. Sampath Bank, my collection account. Customer inside school. This transaction will take the time. Look at it, now two invoices are outstanding. Either you getting on the 70% on this amount or that. Right? We'll change the date. My collection date 23, not September. Pre-dated, 28. Then click in front of this 91,000. Calculate the amount. 90,410. Actually, delete the discount. No discount given. From 91,400 into 70%. Calculate the amount. My calculator. MS all. Right? 91,400 into 70%. Not around this amount. 63,980. $980. This is a receipt amount. Look at here. Now, different on this 63,000. Click on amount received. Amount received. And tab button. Tab. You decide this is get on check or cash or whatever the payment method. Then yes, yes, sure. That's why I tell you. If getting on the total outstanding from customer, you have to be select on here from 91,000 to 70% and remove this discount and calculate, sorry, from this amount to 70%. Likewise, you have to be calculated. Then click on record. Then register your bank book 23. The important part on review your transaction. Here 63,000 under the deposit column. Under the deposit column. If you take on the both amount by 7,600 and all, this amount will be different. Complete on full transaction. Full transaction. Right. Next. Ground hire charges. Read this transaction. Read this transaction. You know Tanuja Jaisingh?
Yes, sir.
Join the class, no?
Yes.
Okay. You can see my screen, no?
Yes.
Okay. Continue. Right. Now you read this transaction. We have the Sport Club. The annual cricket tournament. They book the SAP ground. This is different from the previous the service invoice. The series of measures will be arranged for 3 days from starting 27th April. And last day, this BRD Sport Club arranged the night function with the DG. The payment amount parties agreed on the following basis for the payment on matches. The club, no? Club, the rate on 4,000. The previous we decide 4,000 by 3 days. That income should credited to your ground hire income. And last day night, 5,000 is also ground hire income. And other arrangement by 10,000 on miscellaneous income or other income. The customer settled the 5,000 on 20th April. The balance payment on 27th and receive the by cash collection. Right. Take the 2 minutes to record this transaction. Record this transaction. Last transaction. What did you read? Then complete. You look at the one student activity given on here. One student activity given here. Right. You not complete all. complete at least one transaction, you have to create two new supplier, not two, one supplier in the AP ledger and two new cricket item in the stock ledger, not two, one. Create one purchase order and one sales order, complete the transaction. Take the few minutes. Right, completed by you in this student activity. Any questions? I'll come and support you. Create one supplier, one customer, one inventory item. Take the item from supplier, place the purchase order with the back order full quantity and complete the purchase order first. Then sell this item to customer. Create the one customer. Then go to the sales order. First create the first of the transaction by inventory item. You decide what's the inventory item. Then one supplier create the purchase order process. After complete on this purchase order process, this inventory item taken to your warehouse, your stock. Then create the new supply customer and start recording on the sales order process. Right. Shall I stop these transactions? Right. Now we'll hope that every students are successfully study the recording on the purchase order module and sales order module both. Right. We'll refer the detail. First of all, you click on your purchase order module. Click on your purchase register. Customize your time period from April 1st. Which period we record the transaction? On 23 April 30th, no? April 30th. Right. This is my all purchase transactions. Either open bill, the close bill, everything are there. Look at here. Go down, look at all transactions. In my case, definitely you have more than this transaction in your system. Because I recorded few transactions, selected transactions. From here, select on orders. Still two pending sales purchase orders. Open bill and now return item actually. Or return we forward to the close bill. Look at the close bill. Close bill, settle the bill. Okay. The review the transaction process. Before leaving your the same transaction process, you can review from here. Before leaving the examination hall in this particular day, student, you can verify that whether you passed or failed or the marks you are getting on the exam. You are actually the marking by your paper. You turn to the actually in here. The separately the journals are there. The transaction journal. Under the purchase transaction journal, student, your period, then you can refer the how many purchase related transaction you recorded for this paper. Actually, now I focus on your exam. From here, you click on this arrow. Look at the transactions. Likewise, they have to be recorded all. Then click on here sales. There are sales transactions. Relations to your period. Look at here. Sales related transaction. Then disbursement. Withdrawal from your banks and payment and receipts deposited to your bank account and click on general. Still no general transaction are there because we didn't record the general transaction up to now. No? And if you click on inventory section, inventory transactions are there. Right. Close this application. Now, almost all income and cost of sales accounts are updated. Look at here. Click on report other than to the expense and other income. Reports, accounts. Now you review your system. Click on balance sheet. display. A little bit internet issue. Right. Your balance sheet. To customize your balance sheet for the period on 23 on April 30th. 30th. Your balance sheet. The end of the month. Student, we are having some option. Click on your send option. Send option. Select Excel option, Microsoft Excel. Okay. Now look at the in the down here. Open your Microsoft Excel account. Try to save this report and take it to somewhere, your folder somewhere. Your file option, save option, save as option. Take your my document or somewhere. And try to open this document. Is it there? There? No. That means from the cloud, can take by the administrator. We can't take the reports to the outside system. Some authorized person can. They will go to the point gun. Everyone saying that now you pay money, everyone saying it. All right. Now, you refer to your P&L, profit and loss account. You close this application. Get here from here. Don't close the main application. Otherwise, you close the application. Now, just to P&L display. Right, you are in the correct period. Eh? Now, almost all revenue items are updated, including your freight income, and also updated in your cost of goods sold and cost of materials. And few of the expenses are updated. Look at your discounts also here. In my case, no, your one. But still, not updating on your expense item. No expenses are here. Now your net profit in here, according to this my calculation, in 58,000. In 58,000. One more miscellaneous income is there, 10,000. Any questions regarding this previous sections before turn to the last tutorial? Any questions? How? Link account mean? Is set up account. Here set up. Here set up. Link account. All links are there. Okay. Set up link account. In the purchase, you have to be integrated here. Automatically basic integration there. So automatically this integrated to the trade credit and the system created general check account to something. Oh, edited by this general check account to your main bank account. Then automatically system integrated with this account. Okay, Jatu? Then other balance integration are there. Another one more explanation. If you use by the at this point, only edited by this account. Not only here, even in the sale account. Set up. Slow, right? Money. Image money. මෙතන නෑ හරියට. And then right here, click on sale account. Right here, look at here. Trade data account and your main bank account. And all the basic setting part, students will have to be do your exam. Unless otherwise, you create on the sample chart of it. If you create on the sample chart of account, so automatically this account is taken to the integration. That's the main advantage on you are using on the sample chart of account. Otherwise, you have to be manually integrated on those accounts. Yes, correct account. You have to be. You asked a good question. No. You are Index also show. Right? Select the correct account. Under the link account, look at here. Freight account integrated to freight. Look at here. Deposit paid account integrated to deposit paid account. Discount account integrated to discount account. Late charges integrated to late charge paid account. Paid and received both. Mali internet slow වෙනවනේ ගොඩක්. පොඩ්ඩක් check කරලා. බලන්න. Right. Any other questions? Students? Bad. Oh. No. Oh. No. Look at here. Go to the accounts. Account list. Right? Account list. Under the assets, current assets. Okay? Look at here. In where's my current account? Sampath current account. Student. Here. Some odd in my look at it. This is my main account. In the account. And double one. Okay. New. Detail check account. Detail check account. Asset. 27 no. Correct no? Then give the here come HNB bank. HNB bank. This is not the main account. Other accounts you can integrate. If you will be coming on, this is the main account. We look at from this account, you have to be changed to the main account by HNB account. Understood? Look at it. The some companies are payment on the one bank and receipts on the one bank. They use some strategy, the accounting people. So you go there in the setup, link account. So bank and accounts. Right? Then look at here. You can change from here in one way. If you go for the setup, let's say if you are getting on the purchase on this payment on this HNB account, then purchased, select on here HNB account. So this one. Otherwise, the both HNB account for the payment and receipt and change to the your main account. But when you before change the main account, from not here in the chart of account, you have to be edited. Integrated account, no. The integrated account, the setting part changes from Sampath Bank to HNB Bank. That is on there. Any other question? Right. Now, we will turn to the next tutorial. You open on general ledger transactions. Last tutorial. In the first section, general journal. The journal entry. There's a two journal entry, accrued journal entry and prepayment journal entry. The really accrued mean the provisions. Prepayment mean either provisions or actual payment. Can both. Look at this. In 30th April 23, in the some transactions are happen on the last day. Some provisions are made by the during the your month. That is on there. In this transaction given on easy for the recording transaction by select the one day, last day. 5,000 on stationery accrued. How do you record this transaction? What is double entry on accrued? Tell me. Expense account debit, provision account credit. Right. Record. Go to the accounting section. Record journal entry. System will create the journal entry number automatically. If you use the reference number, you can use it on here. GL0001. Change the date 23 April 30th. Give the memo number given on the transaction by LG001. Right. Click on accounts column. Debit on under the expense, stationery, office supplies and stationery account in my case. Very slow in the internet, no? Right. 5,000. Okay. 5,000. No specific job. Use the memo again, LG001. You decide that whether this amount office stationery amount including non-VAT, you decide. Otherwise, you select here 0% or something. Next. Then creditor done. Where? Accruals account. Under the liability section, select the most appropriate one, accrued account. If there's an accrued account or AP, sorry, what's the account number? Yes, AP accruals, correct. AP accruals. Select this account. Creditor done 5,000. Again, the both either non-VAT or VAT. Select here VAT. Right. Complete. Complete the journal entry. Now record this journal entry. Right. Turn to the next. Advertising expenses. Advertising expenses. Again. Journal entry 2. LG002. Debited on your advertising expense account. Advertising. Debit amount on 15,000. Give the memo number, including non-VAT. Common AP accruals account. $15,000. Liable VAT or 0%, not applicable. Then select both case 0. Record. And now you click on here journal section. Now create the journal entry. Under the journal section, now two journal entries are there. Advertising accrued and the office supply and stationery accrued. Complete the balance. Legal, maintenance, travel, and utility. Some amount, so not amount, actually the accounts are not in the, what do you call that, system. Students, you have to be create the new account in the ledger, like utility, like maintenance. All other, the necessary ledger accounts have to be created by you. You are recording transaction. From the beginning, not complete the transaction. Don't know, you are paying your money, no? Yes, in the examination paper, not given all the ledger accounts, students have to be create the necessary ledger account. The exam again, and the marks are getting in practically, they become all accounts and printed out only full account. But in the examination day, actually different transaction and different days. And marks are getting around that way. Your budget also you have to be the include prepayment not like this. It's a great transaction. They explain the whole transaction. The classroom teaching, I use the simple method. Uh, uh, if you don't having a maintenance expense account, don't be debited to ground maintenance account. It's a different account now. So you have to create the maintenance account. What do you mean by actually maintenance? Be like cleaning and all, no? To maintain the computer labs, everything's are there. Not ground maintenance. That's why I told you in the exam, we create a new account. 108,000. You know what I got? Go to the new option, create the new account, and complete the transaction. Okay. After complete your transaction, you will get your PNL. the debit amount updated to your profit and loss account under the general expenses and other expenses and other operating expenses. Review your profit and loss account. Now reduce your profit by 28,000. Actually, it can use the shorter. Let's say accumulated depreciation, furniture and fitting. You can ACC, furniture and fitting, like this. Short the name can, but meaningful name should be there. Otherwise, can't identify the name. If you give like electricity, EL is not a meaningful name. Okay, you like short the name with the meaningful name. Right. Now, now listen, yeah, let's say assuming that it's a provision. What's the provision double entry? Debit to expense account, credit to common accrued account. Then after getting on the correct bill, correct amount, company settle this bill now, the payment of this bill. How you settle this bill? Will take on advertising 15,000. The advertising company given on the bill. 15,000, no, more or less. The company have to be paid. Okay, how do you go for the payment? Go to the bank in spend money module is there. Spend money. Spend money. From the, look at here, under the spend money, two scenarios are applied. You identified correctly. If you want to pay for the card mean supplier payment, select the supplier from here. You are paying for the any other payment like advertising. You type here. Or else under the card option, look, student, listen very carefully. Under the card option, there is a two types of suppliers now. Harshini Samaragod. Hello, Harshini. Right. Student, what I try to tell you, look at, listen very carefully. There's a different option available in the system. Let's say under the card option, already we create the supplier on item purchase now. But there are some other suppliers. We call expense suppliers. Expense suppliers mean like water board, electricity board, telecom. There are some suppliers. The expense suppliers, payment supplier. So under the card option, you can create the two categories. Item supplier and the general payment supplier, expense supplier. So from here, you can select like water board, electricity board. The continuously you are paying for the telephone bill, like Mobitel, huh? Like advertising, like maintenance, like security. The continuous you are paying for these suppliers. So both supplier can create it on the card option. The one thing. Then select the from card option by expense vendor, pay into this vendor. The vendors are available in the same list. Otherwise, go to the pay option. In the pay option, give the check number here, like 120, 120. Change the date of payment. We'll see this month payment advertising we will pay on the next month. Then change the period on month of May. In the May 7, give the payment memo detail here. Select on here. Now, what is the double entry on payment? Which account debit? Expense account? Debit. AP accruals account? Debit. Click on here. AP. Now common account. This account you have to be used by the common payable. Go to the liability section. AP accruals. The end of the period, assistant accountant or accountant have to be reconcile this account. Because of that, under provision and over provisions are there. Shouldn't you know that, no? The actual, the provision and the payment may be different. Use this account. Amount, the already we provided on 15,000. In the first case, we applied on payment on 15,000. There's no difference. Give the memo number and look at here whether this item applicable on VAT. Select on the VAT payment. Then click on here amount and tab button. Then clear the your difference. Got this point? Then the 100% clear from your AP accrual account by advertising. Student, now I ask a question from you. You are a practicing accountant in the industry. Actually, the provision and the payment always equal? Not equal. Then you have to be identified. Let's say in the electricity payment, your provision may be 10,000. Some actual amount may be 11,500. Then you credited to the, already you debit, credited to the your AP accruals account 10,000. Now you debited to the 11,500. There's an under provision 1,500. You have to be reconcile this 1,500. There should be transferred to the end of the period your profit and loss account by to the where? Expense account, correct. Then altogether, the real expense are not 10,000, 11,000. Because of that, we record the transaction based on the accrual basic concept. Got this? What do you mean by accrual basis? Whether you paid or not, whether you received or not, record the full amount for the relevant period. You studied at A level, so accrued concept. Now here, you record this transaction. Okay. Sorry. No, can't we insert the card? Look at it. Click on card detail. Only available in the item supplies. You can electricity, water, telephone, and rising. That's why I told you. If you want to pay for the special, like regular payment, there are some regular payment. Electricity, water, telephone, maintenance, security. That important and regular suppliers we have to be developed under the supplier category. The difference not by item supplier, by payment supplier. At this point, so you can select the card supplier and pay. But here you can't pay. Because of that, no advertising, like you are getting on the ABC advertising company. You create the ABC advertising. Then select the ABC advertising. You know that ABC advertising expense. Got this point? Correctly, you identified that whether you use for the supply, especially suppliers for the item purchase or for the regular payment on your expense. You decide that. There are different options available in the system. You decide. No worry. The both method can apply. Here actually no hard and fast rule. Anyway, either you record the card option method or pay option method. Look at here, transaction record correctly. Go to your P&L, profit and loss. This is our end result. No? Nee. Actually, we are not worried about whether we use the card option, whether you use the pay option. Only we search your transaction you correctly recorded according to the accounting standard and the practicing purpose. Look at it, advertising is there. Got this point? Only research your knowledge, not by the way of apply. Under the operating expenses, 50,000. Likewise, you can pay for the some other expenses for the provision amount, pay for the actual payment. Actually, in most important thing, you can find the student in the online, you also listen, the most important thing, your provision and your payment different. As I told in the earlier, 10,000 in provision, 11,500 in payment. Payment mean actually you know that the bills are getting on after this month. No, this month's usage. You are working the water board now. You know that no, the water board bill coming on after using the water. Then in the next month, actual bill we see in the next month, maybe 10, 12, 15 in between there. So the company can't wait until the water board send the bill for our monthly accounts. We provide, how we provide? Based on the last month bill. But there is actually there's a gap between the provision and the payment. That different we call under provision or over provision. That under provision and over provision should be transferred to your expense account. Then automatically this amount are transferred to your profit and loss account for the monthly account. Actually, this updation goes after payment. That is a scenario. The accounts are prepared based on the accrued basis now. Therefore, only this month account updated on the provision. In between the next month, we updated this under O provision. That amount will be updated by your relevant account. Understood this point? These are the important part for the practical class discussion. Yes. Yes, accrued account anyway there. But thing is that under provision no over provision, you have to be create another entry for upgrading your PNL. Now this is the time on 11, 10, 15. Shall we take a break or continue for the next section? Break, okay. Right, then I will take the small break. After the break, we will go for the recording on the other transactions.